What is up, y'all? We're back with another Stranger Things Season 5 video. Before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So you all, we just seen that Netflix did some updates with Stranger Things Season 5, and we also just found out that it is rated differently from Season 4, being that this season will be rated for mature audiences only, TVMA, and then before we had TV 14, so that was kind of, for kids and everything, but this one is for mature audiences. So a lot of people are kind of thinking that this is going to be very brutal and graphic. I don't think it's going to be anything where, it's going to be stuff that is like real adult like in it. I just think it's going to be for just the graphicness, probably get a lot of F-bombs and a lot of curse words and things like that, because the kids are getting older and they are now in real life situations. So I could see that happening. Overall, I do predict that this is going to be one of the darkest seasons, just because we already seen how dark they can get with Stranger Things Season 4. And Stranger Things Season 4 did get dark with Vecna and everything and what he was doing to his victims. So I definitely can see Season 5 getting real dark and graphic and gory and things like that, just because I feel like this is the end. And us kind of just knowing the Duffers for the years we have known them, it seems like they want to go out with a bang with this TV series, and I'm all for it. But at the end of the day, the TVMA definitely has me concerned on certain levels this TV series can go when it comes to Season 5, due to Season 4 being, TV 14 rated, and now it's like, what's going to get worse than that? That's the whole concern that I have with it. But like I said, I'm loving it just because I'm a big horror fan, and I think that when things can get dark how it was in Season 4, or even darker and more graphic, that's what's going to make things feel real and scarier. And like I said, I don't just got to be about graphic, blood and gore. It can also be with, things like language and certain situations and things like that. But yeah, guys, I definitely want to know what you guys think about that in the comments. But we also found out a rumor that's out there that's saying that Stranger Things Season 5 is just a rumor, that Stranger Things Season 5 will wrap this year of December 20th. We know that these guys have been filming all year, but it's seeming that, things are about to come to an end with Stranger Things Season 5, and people are saying it's just rumors that December 20th that we will be wrapping for Stranger Things Season 5 when it comes to filming. I am so happy because we now know when we're going to be getting it, and it's going to be in 2025. A lot of people are speculating 2026. It's starting to seem like it's coming to an end because they have been filming a lot. We see a photo of a woman on set holding a bloody Demogorgon head, like the mouth is bloody. But yeah, everyone's looking at the Demogorgon head, which, I am, including myself. But in the back, we see a Hawkins Memorial Hospital sign. Now, this is crazy because we heard rumors that people think that Karen Wheeler can be a goner, or, she can be injured or something like that in a certain scene. That's all we've been hearing, just a rumor, not just confirmed. And, maybe something happens with Max there, whoever's looking over Max. Lucas is probably in the hospital with her, or her friends are coming to visit her, or just someone that knows Max. It can be a lot of possibilities. But what this tells me is we might be getting a scene with the Demogorgon in Hawkins Memorial Hospital, and that is not good, especially with Max on bed rest, and who knows what could be happening at this hospital. Also, we do remember this was like months ago where we seen like it was red lights in the hospital. We saw on set, like outside of the hospital, it was like red lights flashing and flickering. So that definitely has me concerned with something going on in the hospital, especially seeing a Demogorgon be in that area. So I don't know if that's an accident, them showing the Hawkins Memorial Hospital sign behind them. I mean, it can mean anything. Maybe the Hawkins Memorial Hospital is just a hub for them to get their, prosthetics and stuff together, and that scene is not even going to have a Demogorgon in it. But the fact that we see the Demogorgon head bloody at the hospital with the bloody mouth at the Hawkins Memorial Hospital definitely has me concerned for Max. I don't see them having Max go out that type of way, because if that was the case, it would have been a bigger bang with her and Vecna. So I don't know if it's her, but I have heard rumors, people thinking that Karen Wheeler and everything is going to be a goner. So maybe Karen Wheeler is a goner, or she gets injured or something by a Demogorgon. Either way, I think Season 5 is going to be so sad when it comes to people being killed. It's going to surprise a lot of us. It's going to shock a lot of us, and I think it's going to happen when we least expect it. And it's going to definitely break our hearts, man. I've been kind of just sitting back thinking about it, and I cannot wait for my rewatch, with the whole season 1, 2, 3, and 4 leading up to Season 5, because that's going to make Season 5 hit way harder when we kind of do the rewatch and everything. But man, it's crazy that this is the final season and anything can happen. And we see a behind the scenes, video of Matthew as Dr. Brenner, or maybe he's not Dr. Brenner. I don't know, but we know that Papa died in season 4. We saw that Papa died, and it was a very, crazy death. He's trying to tell 11 how he's sorry about everything, and she kind of just stands on all 10 and kind of ignores it for real. Just let him die. But I feel like, I don't know what's about to happen with this, because maybe he could simply just be trolling us, just knowing that people are going to be hyped about it and want to know what's going on. Because I'm pretty sure that the Duffers, with their type of writing, they're not bringing Papa back. They're not going to say, oh, Papa never died, because he definitely died in that episode. But I'm not saying that Papa doesn't have a big following or anything like that, but I just don't think it's necessary for him to come back, especially with it being the final season. Now, pushing forward, I have heard things with the first shadow, with the connection with him and his father being really involved and stuff like that with Dr. Brenner and Papa. Now, maybe he's playing his dad. Maybe his dad comes and be involved because of his son being killed, or maybe it's a flashback or something. It can be a lot of things. Maybe it's a flashback with Papa or Dr. Brenner, but for some reason I'm getting old man vibes with what I've seen, like with his nose and his skin texture, and maybe he's playing an older guy. I don't see him just randomly playing a different character. I mean, it could happen, but I know with the first shadow, it's a connection with him and his dad and things like that, and I don't want to get too deep into that, but yeah, it can be something with his dad, or him just kind of, playing a flashback role, or maybe it's something where 11, she has that talent to, see things like, the future, and, see the past and see flashbacks. So maybe she sees something with Papa after what happened. Maybe she starts to think about Papa in a certain situation in season 5 that kind of makes her want to think about what could have happened if he was alive. What would Papa do? Or, something like that, like something he taught her in the lab. I can see it being something similar to that, just off the fact 11 could do things like that, as we've seen her do plenty of times. We saw her do it with Max before. So I definitely think it could be something like that, or I can be wrong, and he's just trolling us, and he wants us to, really get hyped and try to find out what's going on the whole time. It's nothing even that serious, but a lot of people in the community are tripping out about it, because yes, I agree, Papa is dead. He died right under 11, so I definitely think that that's very interesting, but comment down below what you guys think about that. Also, we seen some set photos of downtown Hawkins with like Christmas decoration and wreaths and everything, which is very interesting, because I have been saying that I think that somehow, some way, Christmas is going to be involved, just because, season 1 had Christmas involved, and, I feel like the Duffers are trying to go full circle with this, and we seen with the reveal of the episodes that this is going to take place in the fall of 1987, right? It's going to take place in the fall of 1987 with possible time jumps and flashbacks. Now, I think it would be crazy if, it ends with everything happening around Christmas time. I think it's going to be crazy, just off the fact, if we see, look, if we're seeing the decorations downtown Hawkins, and we're seeing, they're everywhere, like by the library and everything from these pictures we've seen on set, that will be a full circle moment. And the Ross Duffer and the Duffers, they're known for doing full circle things, because think about it, in season 1, it was the same way, literally, and it ended around Christmas time. So I can see them really trying to do full circle things with season 5, being that, I'm going to say, I think season 5 is going to end around Christmas time. Possibly, look, either two things. It's going to end around Christmas time, and it's something that I've seen in the community, but it's nothing crazy. If you don't want to hear this, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to head out. 3, 2, 1. I saw a photo of, it's saying like Hawkins graduation in the window, and it does make sense. And, the kids are getting older, and it's time for them to graduate, especially, with this being a finale of, the seasons and just the whole series. I feel like, yeah, a graduation would be a great way to really just, end off everything, seeing the kids graduate and be adults now. Now, pushing forward, I think it can also be emotional, because say if the final episode is the graduation, right? Because, it's called Right Side Up. So, maybe it's Christmas time, or maybe it's graduation time. And we seen that it said 1989, guys. So spring of 1989. So that could potentially be when they graduate, but I can be wrong. This doesn't mean anything, but this is just me speculating. Could you imagine a final episode with them graduating and everyone has their chairs or captain gowns and their hats, and we are looking for a certain character and they're not there? Like, for example, like we see Will Byers missing, 11, and it's just the core, like the core of the kids, but they're missing pieces. Like maybe Mike, Dustin, and Lucas graduates, and you know, Will, they just have like a folded captain gown on a chair. Oh my god, they have a folded captain gown on a chair with the hat and just like a rose or something because he didn't make it, or vice versa. Maybe Dustin didn't make it. Maybe, you know, like 11 obviously, but I'm just saying, bro, that will be so fucking sad. And they're up talking about everything with Hawkins. Hawkins is back put together. Nothing's in shambles no more. That will really hurt, bro. I think the final episode is going to be diabolical. Like, it's going to really hurt the soul for a diehard Stranger Things fan. And that could hurt, you know, them seeing them graduate. And, you know, the episode before, we saw someone get took out that was very important, like a Will Byers or someone like that. I mean, I'm still set on, like, Steve Harrington, you know, Will Byers, possibly my favorite 11, but I don't know what's going on. But I definitely think somehow, some way, a lot of things in season 5 will be full circle, and that's why they're trying to make us get prepared for it to be full circle, because they're obviously doing flashbacks. When people do flashbacks in shows and movies, they want to reconfirm things with the audience. So I definitely think it's going to be something where we're getting a lot of full circle moments, like taking us down memory lane and explaining big plot points in this TV show that's going to make us like, oh, I remember that, and all this does match up with that. So I think that's what they're going to be doing with season 5, so everything can hit different at the end. But yeah, I think the final episode, we're going to get like probably someone like major that passes away, like probably like the middle of Stranger Things season 5, like for example, like a Karen Wheeler or someone that's kind of like older. But I think the one that's going to hit us the hardest is going to be final episode, or like the last 2 episodes, like a Will Byers or a Steve Harrington. And maybe it's more than that. I'm just trying to be like, you know, open-minded here, but I'm just saying, either way, I think it's going to hurt us. I think it's going to be one of the craziest episodes in TV series history, and I think the way it's going to end off is either 2 ways. Potentially them graduating in the spring of 1989. Maybe it's a time jump that, you know, maybe it happens like that, where it just jumps. The time jumps forward to them graduating, things kick back up, because, you know, they got to still fix Hawkins up from it splitting from all the gates in season 4. So maybe it kicks up showing like the tragedy and the chaos, and then it skips to them graduating, and then everything kicks back up, and then everything ends in 1989 of Christmas time. It can do that also, if you think about it, just kind of putting us back at square one. The kids are graduating, but things in Hawkins goes bad again. Or it can just, we can just really stay in chaos, and we can just keep getting a lot of flashbacks to get us prepared for everything through this chaos, you know what I'm saying? But either way, I think it can end on Christmas like it did in season 1, just because that's really full circle, or it can end in spring of 1989 with a graduation and some main characters missing, roses on our seats, captain gowns folded up, and obituaries because they were, you know, killed or whatever in this whole situation of Stranger Things season 5. Damn. Oh my god, I don't even sound this. Jesus Christ. That sounds so fucking bad. I am not ready. I am not fucking ready. But yeah, guys, comment down below what you guys think about everything we just talked about, man. The hospital, everything, what could happen. And man, the Welcome to Hawkins podcast will be up and running here soon as we get that first trailer. And we're going to cover everything leading up to season 5. And you definitely want to be there if you're a Stranger Things fan, so you can get that feeling. And this is the end, man. We got to go out with a bang, guys, so definitely be there. But unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I want y'all to hit me up on all my social medias at ILIKESCARY on every platform. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.